So quick demo of Classroom here. We're at classroom.google.com. I'm on my homepage. You can see I've got a card here of a class, and we'll see all my classes will populate on the front here. This is how it looks for students as well. In this case, this is a class from last year, so what I can actually do is go ahead and archive it, and it's going to disappear. That way I don't have to delete it, but then I don't also have to see it. And right now I don't have any classes, so it's showing me this blank screen. In the top right corner here, the plus sign is where we're going to add classes. As a teacher, I can join or create. Students can only join. So I'm going to create a sample class here. And I could say that it's a certain section based on which class it is. Default, they've got a theme up here. I can upload a photo or change the theme photo if I want to one that they already have. There are 3 tabs for a class section here. I've got a stream, I've got students, and I've got about. Stream is like your Facebook stream. Most recent posts are at the top, and then down from there in chronological order. Students are going to be all the students that I have listed. And about is going to be sort of the course catalog. What's this class about? This is where I can post my syllabus. I can also invite co-teachers here. In the stream, we've got 2 options. Basically, you can post an announcement. You can add a link or a video into it. Notice here I can save it as a draft. So simple posting an announcement. Or I can post an assignment. Assignment's going to change because it's going to add a description and the due date. Due date means I can actually have this say when is this supposed to be due. So if I say I want it to be due at, let's say, 8 a.m. tomorrow. Tough timing on this one. August 3rd, there it is. Title of the assignment. We'll just put a simple assignment in here. And what I have a couple options. I can add a video, a link, or an attachment. In this case, I actually want to use Google Drive, though, because what that's going to allow me to do is be able to share individual documents with each kid. In this case, I'm going to look, let's see, where's something I can use? Here's a random document. Here's my assignment. Notice when I pull a Google Doc, instead of just being able to attach it like an email, I'm actually going to be able to say that I want to make a copy for each kid. And that way, just like a photocopier, I can make 30 copies for a class of 30 students. I'm going to do the same thing here. I can also choose when I assign this, another thing will pop up asking me if I want to add this to other classes. So in case I'm teaching multiple sections, I know I'm going to assign it to all my classes. I don't want to have to do this 6 times. I can do it once and all my classes will get it. So I'm going to click that assignment. Let's see what it looks like for a student. I'm going to jump to a student page. Student goes into Classroom. It's going to look very similar to what it looks like for a teacher. In this case, this student hasn't joined any classes, so they're going to join. So how do they join? Now I got to go back to the teacher. In this case, I'm going to split this so you can see this easier. For the teacher, I'm going to go to my About tab. This is About the class. And if I scroll over to the left, I'll make this a little bit bigger. Oop, I failed. It should be under the Students tab. Under the Students tab is where I'm going to get this code, copy. I'm going to put it in. Students can see this by just sharing on the board to them pretty easily. And now the student is also in the same class. Let's make it bigger so you can see. So I'm in the student right now. Student gets to see the name of the class, the name of the teacher. They also see the stream. Notice it says classmates instead of students, and the About page. Here's that assignment from the student end, the history annotated bibliography. It says due tomorrow 8 a.m. It's got this big red exclamation point telling me, uh-oh, it's coming up soon. If I click open, it's actually going to show me this is the assignment, and here is your document for you to work on, which is pretty cool. So for me, I'm going to say, okay, I haven't worked on this yet. If I was done, I could click turn in. In this case, I do want to work on it, so I'm going to click on it. Opens up in a new window. I can edit it here. Add anything I want to the document. And then notice a little button pops up in the top right corner. I can turn this in by just simply clicking the button on the assignment, and it's going to take it through to Classroom. Notice it actually opened another tab asking me, are you sure you want to turn it in? I can leave a note for my teacher if I want to, and then click turn in. Going back to the teacher side, we'll make that big. This is the teacher side again. I'm going to go back to my stream. Notice it says right here, for the teacher how many have completed and how many have not. It also is listing the due date, so I can see that pretty easily as well. Jumping back to the student real quick, finally, if for the student, when they're in that class, they also can see all their other classes. So if I click on the menu button in the top left, I'm going to get a rundown of all my classes. In this case, I only see history because this is the only one I've joined. If I click assignments, I'll see all assignments that I have due for all of my classes, and I can actually split it up based on, I can filter it based on which class I want to look at. So it'll show me just based on this one class, and even the archive classes of what I used to belong to. And also see what I've done, what I've completed and turned in already, just to double check to make sure I've done something. So that's a quick rundown of what Classroom is like for your students and your teachers.